$1.3 million has been paid to Pricewaterhousecoopers to date by the government of the Virgin Islands since taking office in November 2011. The figure was disclosed by Premier and Minister for Finance Dr. Yolanda Smith in response to questions during the November 10th sitting of the House of Assembly from opposition member and representative for the 1st District, Andrew Foy.
The Speaker has taken office in November 2011 to date. The sum of $1,310,179.36 has been paid to Pricewaterhousecoopers by the central government. But the Speaker request for proposal was advertised to provide a forensic audit of the government of the Virgin Islands Treasury Department financials for 2011. 4 reputable firms responded to provide the forensic audit services, and Pricewaterhousecoopers of Trinidad was eventually selected and awarded the contract. Other consultancies were awarded based on the urgent services required and the expertise brought by Pricewaterhousecoopers for various projects of the statutory agencies and paid for by central government. The agency central government forensic audit treasury $119,072.50. Forensic audit implementation $409,200. Review negotiation service PPP port project $504,260.80. Financial projection advice for the airport development expansion $277,646.06. Madam Speaker, I'd like to observe that these answers were provided as well in June, but in addition to what was said in June, there's an additional, about to spend then, additional $177,709.19 spent on the airport projection for analysis and legal work as required by the protocols for effective financial management for major projects.
Dr. Smith says there was no competitive bidding in the selection of Pricewaterhousecoopers. And responding to further questions on the same issue, Dr. Smith said the BVI Health Services Authority and the BVI Airport Authority are the 2 statutory bodies that have made payments to Pricewaterhousecoopers. The Premier said utilizing the services of the accounting firm was considered cost-effective, seeing that they engaged in other work in the BVI.
Madam Speaker, today the BVI Health Services Authority has paid a total sum of $107,906.18, which included $89,500 for the provision of services related to diagnostic assessment and institutional strengthening exercise, and $18,406.18 for travel expenses associated with the consultancy. Madam Speaker, the hiring of Pricewaterhousecoopers did not go through the competitive bidding audit in the process. However, due to the challenges facing the Health Services Authority, the government felt that immediate attention was required, and being that the expertise of Pricewaterhousecoopers was readily available, they were hired with approval of the Cabinet after some negotiations. Madam Speaker, the BVI Ports Authority has paid to date $358,510.15 to Pricewaterhousecoopers. Madam Speaker, the BVI Ports Authority did not enter into competitive bidding on our tender process in hiring Pricewaterhousecoopers. Madam Speaker, Pricewaterhousecoopers was a part of a previous procurement process for the Goose Pier Development Project. Therefore, it was thought most cost-effective and appropriate relative to the time scheduled on the project to keep the company on as the project progressed in different areas.
In April 2013, Premier Dr. Yolanda Smith said that forensic audit conducted by Pricewaterhousecoopers revealed significant and systemic issues with the accounting practices in the Treasury Department under the previous administration, resulting in an inaccurate representation of the fiscal position of government and an environment that was conducive to fraudulent practices. As part of efforts to correct the accounting irregularities, government moved ahead to implement the recommendations proposed in the forensic audit. The Caribbean Regional Technical Assistance Center and Pricewaterhousecoopers were hired for a 4 to 6 month period to correct the deficiencies in the Treasury Department and to implement the standard operating procedures and accounting practices. The audit by Pricewaterhousecoopers was followed by a shakeup within the offices of the Accountant General. Then Accountant General Kaywood Fraser opted to retire, and the then Acting Accountant General Anna Rapsat was reassigned to the Ministry of Finance. The Acting Deputy Accountant General, Laurel Smith retained her position under the mentorship of CARTAC and PwC.